Hello and welcome, my name is DragonDrop and this is the joinDOTA League America, the Division 1 match between Team eHug as well as the Wild Witch Doctors, also known as SNA+4, the team led by IX Mike of course, and the first banner he does is the lycanthrope. And yeah, I really like that ban. Gotta be honest with you, because right now, no matter, hang on a second, it's a little bit loud somehow.
5 seconds.
There we go, that should be better. And in the current meta right now, you often see Nature's Prophet push strats together with the lycanthrope. And once these get online, they're so hard to deal with and so hard to stop. And you basically have only two options playing against such a strat. Either you gank the lycanthrope and keep him down early on so that he misses his timing window. And that requires multiple ganks and multiple kills. Or you try and pick a lineup that can weather the storm with some good anti-push abilities, such as the Tinker March. Invoker works into that as well.
5 seconds.
And then you have a hard carry that can later out-damage or out-carry the lycanthrope. Both of these strats are really chancy, so SNA+4 not wanting to deal with any of that, so they just ban out the Lycan, and I really do agree with that. Ancient Apparition, Ember Spirit, and Nyx Assassin also gonna be taken out in first for all of them. Really popular picks and bans obviously as well. Team eHug taking the Batrider and the Visage, two more really strong heroes right now. Visage of course has always been really good. With that's really nice lane presence he has. He has a slow, he has a really potent nuke that you can use in conjunction with another support to dish out a little bit of burst damage. To then follow it up with stacked up Soul Assumption. Batrider, also a really nice hero. Usually you see him in the offlane, and if he has a good time there, he'll stay there. And if he doesn't, no big deal. You can just rotate him out into the jungle, where he can disappear for a couple of minutes and then farm up his Blink Dagger in peace. So, Batrider, really good for just having that safety valve, knowing that he'll always find the farm to get his Blink, to get his 4-staff, and be a terror on the map with that excellent single target initiation. Wild Witch Doctors pick up the Centaur Warrunner, a hero that has been rising in the meta quite recently. And we love seeing that hero in action. It was actually the first hero I ever played in my first batch of Dota. And it did end up with a win, so I'm really happy about seeing him played more often. And he's similar to the Slaughter, because he will usually want to build a Blink Dagger to have that Blink Stomp initiation. But Centaur Warrunner does give you a lot more burst damage potential with that, and the Stampede of course quite useful if you want to initiate or with the whole team or if you want to run away. The Bane pickup, also very strong and popular support. He gives you quite a few options. Maybe setting up for a Mirana pick, but eHug not giving that away, banning the Mirana as well as the Disruptor. So no popular combos together with the Bane. Unless you want to pick up something like Shrek or Lina, but I don't think so. Don't really see those quite often, but Bane provides you a lot of control. It feels good. Going through BKB is always nice.
5 seconds.
So yeah. Invoker and Storm Spirit, two really strong mids banned out, and both teams are still looking for the mids, unless eHug wants to run the Batrider in that position. Do I have the right settings? That's yeah, okay. Open mic is available, so all the guys on Dota TV have been able to hear me so far. So shout out to you guys. Really thank you for supporting the tournament. As we see the Luna picked up by eHug. Strong support, Jigglebilly, quite good in that hero. No one could say he isn't. Should be able to find his farm, especially with the Visage in the same lane. They will be able to dish out a lot of damage and defend themselves against anything SNA+4 wants to put down them. And we'll usually see the Centaur Warrunner in the offlane. Should be able to get a couple of levels, but he has to be careful not to be caught out. So eHug probably looking for another aggressive support that can come up with the Visage, provides a little bit more control. Maybe something like a Rubik, who wouldn't hate that. Quite the contrary, we already have a Bane. And the Fiend's Grip, arguably the easiest spell to steal, or the easiest ultimate to steal. And the Centaur also, if you manage to grab the Hoof Stomp, quite a nice spell to steal. And Nightmare and Feeble and Brain Sap can be situationally useful as well. So Rubik would fit well with eHug right now. And then they would also still need a mid, so we'll see what they want to prioritize in their 4th pick. As we see the Weaver come out, that's going to be the hard carry choice for the Wild Witch Doctors. So have a little bit of split push, have a lot of right click late game. If they need him to match up against the Luna, he will do that quite well. Because he is elusive enough to be able to get out of the way of the Lucent beams coming out from the Eclipse and some of the glaives. Just Shukuchi reinitiate later on. Focus fire Luna, so she can do too much. And Tinker, alright. And yeah, there's the Rubik pickup, so I like when I'm writing these kind of things. And yeah, he has a lot of more good spells to steal now with the Weaver, of course. Shukuchi, always nice to have. And Tinker, maybe not the best, because Tinker spells are only really good if you can spam them, and in order to spam them you have to use Rearm, so
5 seconds.
Tinker might be not the priority target, although if you can get March, you can spam it every 25 seconds or whatever the cooldown on that is. 35 seconds might not be the worst choice either. Dazzle and Viper are going to be the last man out, so Naples 4 still looking for support. Not gonna get the Dazzle that would have been able to keep the Weaver alive even better than the Weaver is able to do that on his own, so Abaddon, still a hero that can work in that capacity, but I'm not quite sure if SNA is looking for something like that.
10 seconds to go.
Maybe want another Roma that can work together with the Bane. Because Weaver will be able to hold his own against the Bat Rider if he's careful about not getting too many stacks. I mean, Bat Rider shouldn't be forced out too heavily unless the supports are helping Weaver with that, but in a 1-on-1 matchup, Bat Rider should do alright. Yeah, with the Bane they can go aggressive trial in if they want to pick up something like Lushrek or Lina, something that can follow up that Bane Nightmare. They already have the Centaur to do that. They want to put him in a trial lane position. eHug though, starting to dip into their last bit of reserve time, last minute, starting just about now. They need a mid laner, unless they want to put the Bat Rider in which case they would look for an off laner, but good mids against Tinker. Oh. Someone that doesn't rely on right clicks primarily, because the laser will screw that over. So Dragon Knight's still available, Death Prophet's still available. 2 decent options, I suppose. Help you out with the early push. Wouldn't hate a Dragon Knight here, honestly. Yeah, it adds that little bit of lockdown against the Weaver. And it's also something to lock down the Bane. Can match up against a War Runner later on in terms of tankiness. Can probably blow up Tinker if he catches him out.
10 seconds.
Yeah, Dragon Knight would be a good choice here. Let's see whether they want to go for that.
5 seconds.
Yeah, I love it. Oh yeah, I'm a boss. There's the Dragon Knight pickup. Yeah, for the same reason. Yeah, I mean it's inevitable. You're looking for a mid that can match up against Tinker, that doesn't just rely on his right clicks. Dragon Knight has a Brief Fire. And you're also looking for a hero that can control the Weaver. Dragon Tail, really good stun to do that. It's a really low cooldown, later on 9 seconds at level 4 and only 12 at level 1. So
10 seconds to go.
Helps you negate the Bane Nightmare. So right now every hero on the side of Team eHug has some sort of disable to cancel the Fiend's Grip. While Visage once it gets level 6 with the birds that they're in position, Bat Rider obviously with the Flame Break, or the Lasso, Luna with the Lucent Beam, Rubik with the Lift, or any other stunning spell that he wants to pick up, Fiend's Grip of his own, the Stomp, the Nightmare, what have you, and the Dragon Knight with the Dragon Tail, so yeah. It's important to have, so I don't think that Bane will get good Fiend's Grip off in this game. Nature's Prophet for IX Mike, he'll take that to the offlane. Actually, hang on. Oh. That is really greedy. Are they running Centaur support? I haven't seen that at all. Wow. Okay. It does work together with the Bane, with that follow-up stun after the Nightmare, but usually you see the Centaur on the offlane, but with IX Mike's Nature's Prophet, he'll take that to the offlane instead. Archer's gonna go to the middle lane, KVH is gonna be the carry Weaver. It has to be support Centaur. Okay. So yeah, eHug not complete today. They are playing with 2 stand-ins. Goody is actually
10
a
seconds
fan of
to go.
Soyon, or if I'm not quite sure if I can pronounce it correctly.
5 seconds.
Quite decently well-known
Someone's
NA
dropped out
player,
like
I
a
suppose.
kid in school.
And then the other guy is Justin. I think I've seen him before, but I can't be 100% sure. So, not having Cakes or Raiborus with them tonight. Let's see whether that impacts their game or not. Yeah, Goody is right back, so not a lot of issues there. Let's run through our lineups while we have some time. On the side of the Wild Witch Doctors, we've got Ush on the Tinker, IX Mike, of course, on the Nature's Prophet, heading to the offlane. SNA, support Warrunner, KVH on the Carry Weaver, which leaves Whitebeard on the Bane. On the other side of the river, the stand-in Justin, gonna play the mid Dragonite. Jigglebilly on his signature Luna. I'm Sheep Sucks playing the Visage. Kinda hard to see him there in between all the other heroes. Pandego is gonna play the Rubik, which leaves Goody on the offlane Batrider. Huh. Pretty standard draft from eHug, so you're gonna know where these lanes are gonna go, unless they wanna go aggressive, yeah. I mean, that works as well, of course, with the Luna having that extra damage on everyone. Rubik is a support that can work aggressively, and of course Visage. I touched on that in the draft. Oh, hang on. Getting some messages on Steam. And that might be quite important, so if I just stop talking for a little bit, for a few seconds, just don't be alarmed. Yeah. Gonna use the right overlay. Yeah, it's gonna be aggressive, so I don't hate that.
"30 seconds to showtime."
Alright. Yeah, just something about the Tactica Beta Cup that I'm casting later on, so just had to answer that since I'm also an admin there. Huh, okay, yeah, how are they gonna lane this? I'm not sure how much of an impact a Centaur has as a support early on. I mean, it has potential, definitely, but which else if it's gonna be enough to stand up to this kind of dry lane. Because even the Centaur, he's inherently quite tanky, but against that kind of burst damage coming out from the Rubik once it's level 2 or 3 with the 2 points in the Fate Bolt, then I'm a Sheep Sucks once he hits level 2 with the Soul Assumption, or level 3 as well. Level 2 Soul Assumption is quite good. And then the bonus damage, so probably not gonna get a level 1 kill, but once these heroes hit level 2 or 3, then they will be able to even kill a Centaur.
I sprout anew.
So, yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that top lane. Middle lane should be alright. Dragonite going for a fast battle build, 2 pull tankers and 3 branches. And yeah, that laser is just so annoying to deal with if you... if Dragonite was a hero that hadn't had that nuke that you can rely on to use to get his CS, then it would be in a lot of trouble. Right, someone like an Outworld Devourer or an Invoker even. Actually gonna go for that, but there's a 2-man stun is gonna say no to that. Enfeeble on the Luna. And the KBH is actually going for it. He's gonna get the first blood here in Pandego. Salve's not gonna help you there.
Blood, folks.
Yeah, I told you, wouldn't this Trillium would, and they're actually gonna get Visage too. No TP scroll available for him to get the hell out of there. Jigglybilly not able to help him with the Enfeeble, completely negating the Lunar Blessing. Okay, static. Yeah, I was gonna. I did say that they wouldn't have a lot of kill potential on this aggressive try until they had hit a couple of levels. But yeah, Sentinel Stomp, if you get 2 of the enemy heroes, quite good as well. And Shikuchi, early on, it's pretty good. Plus Gemini attack.
Not on my watch.
Make no mistake, Weaver has a lot of damage early on at level 1 and 2.
Haste.
If he manages to get that off. Haste Rune and Centaur Warrunner. So he might be able to land another stun if he wants to go for it. Just Going to the jungle, alright. Yeah, he picked up the level into return, so that'll help him out a little bit. Similar way to how Axe works in the jungle, but Pandego and Sheep Sucks are looking for him. They're looking for something, but yeah. And that something might be Ash, but he's walking back to base to intercept this courier. Alright. So yeah, at the end of the day, 2 kills for the Wild Witch Doctors already. His bottom lane, Goody, though, he's doing quite well. He's up against Nature's Prophet, so he's doing alright. He's taking camps for himself for later on, so he can get that quick Blink Dagger. But Ice Mike shouldn't... Yeah, if Ice Mike is careful about the napalm stacks he gets... Oh no, he has these weird treants. Oh, it looks so weird. They look like they carry a sack of mucus or something in their back. Bonsai trees, man. Scary. Alright. Short pause coming out? I'm not sure why. Tactical pause, maybe? I don't know. Justin actually doing extremely well here. All we got is boots. Ball is being crowed right now. Roll against the Tinker. A little bit dangerous because Tinker is going to throw out the March, which is going to push the lane, and if you try and go for the rune control, then the lane's going to push and do some damage to the tower, so it's not something that you want to have happen usually. Alright. Luna? Yeah. Actually smart thing right now. Rotating Jiggle Billy down here. Realizing that aggressive trial lane did not work, and Rubik's still level 1, so it was never going to work at this stage. Might just abandon the offlane entirely, or just stick around supports here to try and pick up some of these levels, which seems like what they're doing right now. Pandego just gonna have to play very defensively. And yeah, Bad Rider already got a couple of levels up. Enough for him to effectively farm the jungle, so his stack earlier was missed, unfortunately, so only stacking it once now, and the other camp spawned with GG Golem, so double damage wound gonna be spotted up by the Dire Observer Ward, but Visage is gonna snag it away. I'll save it for Dragon Knight, yeah. It's gonna be able to bottle up and then take that. Dragon Knight can push the wave out quite well as well. He's going for the max pre-firebolt. After that he'll max Dragon Blood, so no big surprise there. But we see Sheep Sucks looking for SNA, so Wild Witch Doctor's doing the same thing really. Putting up the Centaur here now. He's got a couple of levels into the jungle, not terribly much, so he will benefit from being in this offlane. Whoa, then they get the Rubik in top lane. Diving deep. Nightmare Brains abused with the Weaver follow-up, yeah. And unless they want to put the Bad Rod up there, they have to abandon the offlane now. Just have to try and roam the Rubik around, because he can't stay there. Not anymore. Not with level 2 against a level 4 Weaver and a level 4 Bane. It's just not gonna happen. So yeah, smart decision to abandon the trial lane. They are behind now. About 1,000 gold and 1,000 experience, and so if they stuck with that, then could have been just so much worse for them later on. I've seen many teams do that, just going for the aggressive trial lane, then losing it, with giving up a couple of early kills, and then just trying to stick with it and trying to make it work. But if you lose some momentum in a try and try situation like that, you're pretty much screwed. You're gonna lose. You're gonna be on the back foot for the rest of the lane, or the rest of the laning stage really. So rotating out, recognizing that, is the better decision in my opinion, and for the most part, in most cases, right? Jigga Billy will be able to find his farm down here, and yeah, he's already sitting at 27 CS now. Weaver took the lead there, but Luna's right on him, Goody is right on him. Part of that is jungle CS, so not as much gold coming out of that. But Justin is also doing quite fine. He's level 7, he's got his Ultra Dragon form pop. And now he can start putting up some pressure on the tower, unless the Tinker is always there to defend it. What? Okay, what? lasso was used, I would imagine. No? Why? How was... Where did Bane die? Did he die up there? How did he get there? Rubik lift. That was really peculiar. Okay, but they pick up the first kill on the Bane somehow. Not sure how that happened. Need to watch the map more. Oh man. If lasso was used, I would have understood how the Bane ended up on this cliff. But it must have been Rubik telekinesis and Bane just walking down towards the ruin up down there or checking up
What's
here.
with all the scribbling?
Something like that. Yeah, Pandeo still staying up here, trying to suck some levels. He's level 4 now, so it works a little bit for him. Ash doing fine. He always have to march on the machines to fall back on though, so that's soldering first, okay. Not rushing the Boots of Travels. I don't know. Really want the Boots of Travels as early as possible. Usually have Null Talisman for the early last hits, then the Bottle and Boots, and then straight into the Boots of Travels, because then you can zip around the map, stop farming ancients, stuff like that, because you can always go back to base and regen. And after that you get the Soul Ring. That's not far off then. But he picks up a regen rune, so we'll be able to take this 2-stack quite handily without having to worry about too much mana. If he's quick enough, yeah. Should get another rearm off. Yeah, let these creeps cancelling it, but yeah. Got some good use out of that. And I like to see eHug also starting to stack up ancients once in a while. I mean, Rubik can't go all that far out in this top lane anyway. He can't do it, so what he could do is just go down here, go to the ancients, just stack them up for Luna later on. Probably want to put a ward down as well, so Tinker doesn't somehow steal that stack, but... Alright, Batrider goes Blink Dagger. Now, I don't think he's revealed it yet, I think he just got it. With that last couple of stacks he did. He's probably now waiting for the wand, I don't know. Waiting for the last ticks of health to come back, and... Yeah, gonna smoke up, they're gonna look to get Weaver or Bane, whoever they can grab. As they're pushing this top tower. The first time you get the Blink Dagger on the hero like Batrider is really important. The first initiation is the one that's surprising. There they're gonna get the Weaver. TP coming out immediately. They probably don't even need it. But he gets the time lapse and no vision. Oh, that was so close. They almost needed to use the telekinesis before the lasso wore out. Then they could have killed him. Did he actually use that? I don't know. That was unfortunate. Not getting the Weaver there, just barely. And yeah, that's a surprise advantage already gone. Nothing was gonna come of it. I mean, don't get me wrong, Blink Lasso is always gonna be crazy on in terms of single target initiation, but if the enemy team doesn't know you have it, they're not gonna play as defensively for the most part, so you don't have to overextend yourself too much in order to get that initiation going. Right, 2 wards, looking at each other. Cool war as well, Sugoimi. That's the name. Okay. Luna is doing an extremely good job in catching up with farm though. It's just some power with the Weaver. And the Weaver had free farm for the most part, right? And Jiggabilly has caught up quite nicely here. And now SNA might be in trouble. 350 move speed to 380. Luna could have popped the Eclipse and maybe try and get some of those stacks on SMA.
Radiant's top tower's hurting.
But with the creep wave coming, diving into the tier 1 tower.
The
Not what I wanted to do.
Top tower.
Oh, not lasso, onto Whitebeard this time around, so he doesn't have a good, nice ability like a time lapse to get out of trouble, so this time around they're gonna get the kill. Not committing on the Weaver, right decision in my opinion. If you don't have the damage just yet, it's just a waste of lasso to try and go for him. So yeah. Goody, making that thing count for the first time. Pandego almost got his level 6 off of that ordeal as well. So once he hits that, he'll start to be an influence in the map. Or big influence outside of the Fate Bolt and the Telekinesis. Which are alright, I guess, but not exactly the, oh my god, Rubik has Telekinesis, oh my god. It's not that kind of skill.
Dire's top tower.
Oh, I'm actually gonna go for him. Nightmare's gonna go on him. Bandega has no mana, but there's no follow-up either. The creeps are already at the tower. So Rubik's gonna be just fine.
In the Dire's bottom tower.
Justin rotated up here because of that. Elder Dragon form almost expired, so he should probably retreat. He doesn't know exactly what's in the jungle, so doesn't want to commit on that. SMA got the Tranquils. On his way to Blink Dagger, but he's a little bit farther off. It's another 1,400 gold or something like that.
Coming apart.
And we see TP reactions coming in. Goody is hiding in the sidelines. He has a lasso available now. Jacob Bill, he keeps farming up and he's so fast. Don't think he's missed a lot of the CS in this bottom lane since he got there. Got down with the Dominator going, got Helm of Iron Will going for the Dominator build. Pretty standard, pretty okay. Oh, there's gonna be a Stampede. Aggressive, and there's gonna be the Fiend's Grip onto Justin. He is quite tanky, but not tanky enough, but there the reinitiation rockets come out. Justin not dead yet. There's gonna be the last one, Whitebeard. Stumble delayed it a little bit, but Whitebeard taking so much damage from all the different fires. And there's gonna be the Batrider with a Flame Break and an auto attack, securing the Centaur as well, so Dragonite, a target that is too tanky to go on. Of course, he went for the 4-on-4 build. 4 points into the Dragon Blood gives you just so much survivability. They weren't able to burst him down, and they paid 2 heroes for it. eHug now, getting back into this game. Gold lead, there was a 2,500, now going their way again. Seeing a 2,000 experience actually in their favor after these last couple of engagements. Jigglebilly, he's just farming up. Are the stacking ancients now? Yes, they got a range creep. Always hilarious to see these enemy creeps just working against their masters, really. So Luna will be able to get a huge burst of gold from that as well. Got the braces already in the tread, so probably looking to finish up the drums if she wants to. Or go straight into BKB, which would be defensive choice, or some kind of damage item. Manta maybe. Not the biggest damage, but decent choice nonetheless. Because all the illusions get the glaive bounce as well, so it's always nice to have. The tower slowly being whittled down by the siege creeps, but apart from that, not dying all that quickly. It's really hard. Hilarious. I'm a sheepsbucks. Drops the ward, blocking the ancient spawn, and then takes one of the big ancients for himself, so Ash not gonna be happy about that. And there's Goody in the sidelines, lasso's available. But Ash not gonna fall for that. Just gonna throw out the march, TP back to base. But he's gonna come back here. He has to be careful. But I think he's just gonna throwing down marches. But Goody's gonna go for him. There's gonna be blink, but at the same time Ash blinks away. But it gonna be cancelled. Goody taking a lot of damage from the march as well as the tower, but he will be able to drag him out a little bit. But Luna dies to the march. And Rubik as well to the rocket. Visage as well. That was terrible. How did that happen? Oh, the rest of Wild Witch Dart is rotating in. Using the Tinker basically as bait, sort of. I mean, they must have figured they haven't seen the Batrider for quite a while, so it's not unreasonable to assume that he's gonna go and try and go on to Tinker, as he was usually alone in the lane, just pushing it out.
Radiant lost one of them
Yeah, give up 3 heroes and lose the tower. At the same time, the Dragonite took the mid tier 1. So 1-4 tower trade across the map at this stage, and they're gonna look to try and defend this bottom lane. Dragonite has a TP, so he can come back, but he doesn't have a whole lot of mana. And not enough time left on the Elder Dragon form, but I'll try and go for it. Goody has no lasso though, even though he has the 4 staff. There's gonna be the Stampede to get away. It's gonna be enough. Courier's there, not gonna be the target. Just throwing out some rafts on KBH. who's gonna be just fine. He's finished up the Lincolns after the Midas, so he's doing well. Let's actually take a look at the net worth. Yeah, just because of the Midas sitting at top of the net worth chart. Luna can't quite keep up, but there's 4 stack it seems. I think that's 4 stack. Try and go for a 5 stack. Yeah. Actually, 1, 2, 3. That's a triple stack. That's a quad stack now. So alright, and Luna can't get much more than the quad stack because they bunched up too much and don't end up leaving the area in time. Justin using that Invis rune is gonna find SNA. Don't want to go on him. He's all alone here, and yeah, Lasso even committed to make sure he doesn't get anything off. They didn't quite know whether there's support on the way in with the tier 1. Better to commit everything you have to bring him down quickly enough, rather than risking any sort of counter initiation. So yeah, Jigglebilly farming up. That will boost his gold a little bit. Really needs that. We'll sit at 2500, 2600 after this. Yep. And they get the Tinker as well. Just with the Telekinesis, the Shikuchi, and the Dragon Tail. Very nice. Maybe Ash thought that would have backed off, but it's probably gonna be a tier 1 tower with the rest of eHug rotating in there. SNA is back. He has a Stampede available, but I don't know whether he should go in from yet. Justin has enough for another stun. I'm not gonna get in range for it. They're just gonna take the tower. Gonna push on. They have a ward in their own jungle. They see that Whitebeard is not around. Probably saw the Weaver too rotating in there. And they realize that IX Mike is not there. Is currently in mid lane, so they know that there's not much defense here, so they can put up some pressure. Glyph is available, teleports come out back in the base. It's gonna be Whitebeard, who's looking for a Fiend's Grip. It's gonna be a lift on SNA, Loosen Beam, and the Lasso not available, just blink in to try and bait out something. Now they're gonna go full on retreat. Weaver's chasing, Master of Machines not gonna reach anything, but the Weaver throws out the bugs. Visage now caught with the Sprout, he's gonna take the fall. Rockets fly, do a little bit of damage, and good, you just can't get rid of that bug in time. KBH looking to put more damage, and the Rockets will finish him off. That's a long range, man. Luna still has the Eclipse available, but against the Weaver with able to spam Shikuchi and still Timeless available. Not wanting to commit that much, so overextension from eHug cost him 2 heroes. Visage probably not the most important one. Oh, okay, IX Mike going for Roshan. Keep on Midas too, as we see most prophets do. And then right into the Shadow Blade, so the ganky build. Now he's looking to try and sneak a Roche. Question is, do eHug realize this is happening? This ward up here got dewarded. And this turtle has no allegiance. Right, so he's not gonna tell eHug what he knows. It's gonna take a while, but IX Mike will be able to take this eventually, and we've got KVH now joining in. He has to use his Midas though, so bad timing on this part. joinDOTA is just standing there to throw the match out if once eHug engages, and actually he's gonna do it now because it does work against Roshan. Yeah, they're gonna get it for free. eHug is none the wiser. But yeah, seeing the march now coming from that direction, they should know now, but now it's too late and you can't engage into the march like that. 3 Ages gonna go the way of Weaver, so he's even, yeah, it's a little bit too late for the snipe. Weaver gonna be even harder to kill. Jigglebilly now going for that BKB, not opting to, yeah, he actually has it right now, so it just goes to show how fast the Luna farms, but yeah, he actually caught up to Weaver's, only about 1,500 lead for the bug. And it was higher, right? Problem is this Tinker. He can pick up a lot of gold. He's got a Link Day, already got an Ultimate Orb and another 1,200 gold. So looking for the Cypher Vice, and once Chain X comes online, you have to be really, really careful, and you have to try and find the Tinker and take him out before the team fight, because he's gonna. If you don't, he's gonna dish out way too much damage at this station in game. I mean, BKB is gonna help against that. So Luna is alright, but none of her supports are. Dragon Knight is also finished the BKB, so. But if you're too dependent on the BKB, it's also not good.
Trouble
basically means that you need to use the BKB to break through and get Ash. Otherwise he's gonna kill you afterwards. But even then you have 2 BKBs, but you still have a Fiend's Grip available, so you also need to make sure that you know where the Bane is and have some backup plan in case he Fiend's Grips your Luna or your Dragonite. Get something like a Blink on the Rubik, and looks like that's what he might go for. Actually buying a gem first. Also an important item that they really need against the Shadow Blade with the Nature's Prophet, as well as the Weaver, being sort of an inbuilt Shadow Blade in the form of the Shikuchi, so cripples them a bit. Would be nice to have a Blink Dagger on him, but I guess they're relying on Goody to do that work in cancelling the Fiend's Grip, and he can do that with the Flame Break too, so it's not like he has to commit the lasso. Alright, next item for Luna. She might finish up the drums. Yeah. Ooh, Boots of Travel for Batrider, nice. So he is much faster now, has a global potential to go in, defend against a split push, lay down the Firefly, and then go back to his team, something like that. Pretty common item on the Batrider, and of course it is the one type of boots that gives you the most movement speed with 100, so always nice to have that when you drag someone away. 4 stuff done a long time ago, and he's gonna be the gem carrier, so he will be able to deward as well. And yeah, we can take a look at the map vision. It's for eHug, defensive ward down, aggressive lane ward in the top, and the vision for SNA plus 4, no wards left for them as they have all been dewarded or they have expired, so for now both teams just trying to get all of the core items up. Dragon Knight working on the Soul Cuirass. Gonna be a while off because it's quite an expensive item, but already having a Hyperstone. It's already halfway there. Batrider, you can pick up anything he wants, really, as his next item. I'm a sheep 6. Got the mechanism done, it's always nice. But he's far from an Aghanim Scepter, and having 3 bursts is just much better than having 2, just because of the burst damage that comes out of them that you don't really expect. For now though, almost all of eHug smoked up except for Jigglebully, who's just farming the Ancients again. He's not gonna come back. Go to the lane, farm up. Might find someone, nope. Well, the was teleported out just in time. Probably Tinker, yeah. And now all the Wild Witch Doctor is doing a counter smoke, so yeah, both teams smoking. Gonna go on the opposite side of the maps. Really interesting to see when that happens. I mean, you see no one on the map, and then you usually have the bet, alright, it's probably gonna be in the jungle, let's smoke up and try and gank them, right? But at the same time, if they're not there in the jungle, and if they realize, hey, there's no one on the map for eHug, let's go group up somewhere, probably in the jungle farming or something. Or smoking us, in which case, smoking yourself is also good. So probably just gonna trade towers tier 2 for tier 1. Not the best trade for SNA plus 4, so I think it's gonna go back to try to defend this was SNA, so this tier 3 is not gonna fall. But it's tier 1, actually not gonna get it. Goodies here, uses 4 stuff, uses Blink, trying to catch up to the Weaver, but he's far enough out that he should be alright. Bottom tower taking some pressure from the split push from the Ice Mike. But, I'm a sheep sucks though, trying to defend down here. Tower will take a significant amount of damage. Weaver is here, looking for Pendago, and he's got a Desolator. Got him with a couple of auto attacks. And then just getting out as there was no one else there to try and help him out. Especially not Goody, with who is the gem carrier. So yeah, they get a freebie. And the mid tower now was out of the die range, so finished what they started. They also did some damage on, a lot of damage actually on the tier 2, which is also out of the die range. And now he's gonna take the ancient stack. No, this is gonna hurt Luna. It's only a 2 stack, but still. It's not what you want to have happen. Jiggly's not gonna be happy about that. He has 5,000 gold. Dude, you need to buy something. How are we gonna do that? Maybe Satanic right off the bat. Or something like a yeah, it's gonna go Satanic. Gonna pick up the recipe and then have it shipped out to him. So, more survivability for him. Yeah. Against the Weaver, he needs that. Weaver locks onto him with the Desolator at this stage in the game. KVH is gonna be wrecking. Not just the supports, but also the Luna, who is quite squishy. Doesn't have a too high amount of armor. So the Desolator does kick in quite well. It's 7 armor reduction, so putting the 20 down to 13 on Jigglybilly. So this Satanic, though, he will be able to tank through that and stand up to the Weaver if he has decent enough support. Goody looking for Nature's Prophet, not gonna find him as he already TP'd out. Warrunner finished the blink a while ago, seeing another 1800 gold. So he might be looking for a heart, but of course it's also an expensive item, quite far off. But it would make sense on a hero like him, because that return damage immediately counters every attack. Basically, yeah, you see what it does to the creep. It does damage back. And it benefits from your strength. The more strength you have, the more damage the return does. So, hard standard choice for Centaur Warrunner. Support position or not. Basically a 4. A 4 that thinks he's a 3. For now, a lot of farming going on. What Witch Doctors, since with these last couple of engagements and the farm war going on, they're taking the lead on that because they can use the map much more efficiently. Ixmite can bounce around, Quakevar can bounce around, and not Quakevar, oh god, Ash, sorry. Quakevar, of course, Team Liquid. Pretty great Tinker players, so that's why I got a little bit confused there. It's always nice seeing Tinker in action, just bouncing around the map, every which way, not being caught out. And you now finish the Scythe. Nature's Prophet also has a Scythe. And the Blade Mail gonna be the choice of Centaur Warrunner, so these core items up. eHug might be in trouble if the Wild Witch Doctors want to engage into that. Not in any position to do that though. No marching machines anymore. Goody's looking to try and catch someone who's getting too close. Pandego also with the Stone Shikuchi. It's on the sideline, so this tower will go down uncontested. Ixmite just creep skipping, so they can't continue this push. This gonna take some ancients. Roshan not back up yet for quite a while. What the hell? What? How did Weaver die? Okay. How did I not catch that? I don't know. Maybe it's maybe it's because it's so late. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, Luna takes a lot of gold off the Weaver now. Takes the top of the net worth chart. Okay.
Regeneration.
Good job, Jiggle. Silent Assassin. Okay. Yeah, but for now, don't want to go into a 5-on-5 team fight because Luna level 3 Eclipse, pretty good. Dragon Knight level 3 Elder Dragon Form and Soul Cuirass, pretty good. Luna already Jiggle already has 4,300 gold again, and he just picked up the Satanic though. So looking for a butterfly maybe if he wants to do that. Probably be the wisest choice. Weaver not going for an MKB just yet, so being able to evade some of these attacks would be quite valuable, and also gives you quite a lot of damage. Or you can just go back for the Manta Staff. Jiggle might be in trouble, but Whitebeard just dewarding with the gem that he has. So yeah, vision for both teams going blind, and Droshan is back up. There's a Die Observer Ward here. It hasn't quite been spotted yet, I don't think. Goody, yeah, you'll see it now. Not be warded. Roshan is being slowly taken down by the March of the Machines, but that alone is not going to be enough to take him down. But Ike's Mike is back in there with the Treants as well. Weaver going to down with the Desolator doing quite some decent minus armor. With the March of the Machines, if it's one thing it does, it's zoning you out. Because you don't want to engage into that, so it's probably going to be free Roche. But Goody is on the sidelines, he's up there. Maybe he looks for a Russian snipe. No, he's just looking for Ike's Mike. He's going to drag him back. It's going to be blown up. BKB nullifies Centaur Stomp. He's going to die. Now there's the Eclipse. No vision on anyone else anymore. KVH with the BKB would have been affected anyway, so he's going to be alright. But 2 heroes down, and 2 important heroes on the side of the Wild Witch Doctor, so this means that Roshan already prepped is gonna fall. Jigglebilly is gonna take it.
Courtesy of the
Just gonna leave the bracer on the ground. Not wanting that 200 gold. And frankly, he doesn't need it. There's the full butterfly. Now done for him as well. Just wants maybe toss the Ring of Aquila or the TP Scroll for it. Yeah, they're also gonna take another tier 2 tower. The March of the Machines placed a little bit too defensively, so
nothing now.
not gonna keep them from taking this map control. That was the last last remaining outer tier tower, and eHug still has all of theirs. I mean, granted that bottom tier 2 is quite low, but the others are still in pretty much full health. Yeah, now he got way ahead. So much else off of that fight down there. Nice initiation from Goody, picking up Ike's Mike. SNA trying to counter initiate, but the quick trigger finger on the BKB on the side of Justin there turned that around completely. He did not care about the Centaur. He did not care at all. He just smacked him in the face, or spit him in the face with that in that other dragon form, if you will. Now it's gonna go again. Weaver is down here at the entrance, and is there gonna be Lasso? There is, but this time around the stun's gonna hit. This is gonna be enough though. With Pandago as well as Justin coming in. Justin's gonna be sheeped up, but they do get the Weaver. Very important kill here. Pandago will be, Pandago will be able to get out of trouble. Bane no love trouble. Speaking of trouble, yeah. Jigglebilly gonna be sheeped up. Archer will be able to get away because of that. Both of them really low, so they can't defend that next push.
How about that?
Ike's Mike trying to do what he can to do that, but he's been blown up. We have just a couple of nukes from the Bad Rat as well as the I'm a Sheep Sucks. So eHug taking over the game.
Dyer's mid
But
tower.
just one teamfight near Roche. They took the Roche, after taking the teamfight, then they took a tower, then they took the jungle, then they took more gold, and the Wild Witch Doctor is just in a world of hurt. And there's a nice 3-man stun actually, but without the Weaver, no damage follow-up. I heard a Dagon go off, probably on the Tinker.
Mid tower.
Yeah, but Rubik got blown up through all that. Jigglebilly doesn't care, he's working on the racks. And Whitebeard gonna be caught out, he's gonna be blown up. No Fiend Scoop anyway, but nice 4-man stun again, or 3-man stun. But he sacrifices his life for it once again, so these racks are gonna go down.
Dyer's
The Wild Witch Doctor is just going in one by one and being picked off one by one because of it. They only get the Rubik, so... And dire straits right now, no pun intended. And eHug in a commanding position right now. Jigglebilly is so farmed. Got the butterfly. Got the satanic. Got another 2700 gold. Is there something in the courier already? Wouldn't surprise me. That's just his brace that he can, and his ring that he can sell. And then maybe go back for the Manta if he wants to help you with the movement speed as well. Doesn't really need to at this point, because they don't need to split push. They can just 5-man down towers, and there's nothing the Wild Witch Doctors can do about it. Not until the BKBs get one down, but Luna only used one charge in it so far. Yeah, don't think I've seen a single Fiend Script that amounted to anything. And it's not on Whitebeard once again. I mean, it's so hard to get a good Fiend Script off if all of the enemy team has some sort of disable. And the kind of ability that they need to just go onto you. Rubik now finished up Blink Dagger in the meantime, so... Stampede, gonna be used. But not gonna be able to help out Ike's Mike there. There's 4 of eHug's line up and down here picking him off. And yeah, if you don't have any sort of map control... mouse actually... what? Sorry guys. I have a Cone XCD and it has like a small space where you can put up extra weights, and that actually opened for some reason. Gonna have to fix that soon. Alright. Here we go. eHug now looking for the second rack. Smarter Machine's not gonna make it easy, as Ash is just spamming that out as much as he can. Maybe 3 or 4 of these things. But yeah, they just wait it out, and they have a narrow timing window where Ash has to be in base healing up, getting that mana back. And that's what they're gonna use to go in. Laser bouncing around, and he's gonna find SNA. Eclipse is gonna be used, so he'll be blown up and controlled before he can do anything. Weaver taking a lot of damage just from the right click, so he can't do anything in this fight. Ash throws out the rockets, Weaver bites back immediately. But now they're gonna be able to go back to their tier 3 tower. They're gonna be able to take it down quite quickly if they're just all right-clicked on it now. But they're gonna play it safe. Not committing on it, they definitely could. But now with all the Macho Machines also being spammed out now, probably just gonna back off. Reset, rearm. Jigglebilly still has the Aegis though, still sitting 5,400 gold. Has he sold his stuff yet? Yep, he does, so... whatever he wants to pick up, he can do so. Maybe MKB. Quite a good damage item. Desolate of his own. Oh, but Witchdoctor is actually going out, but Goody is going in. He's looking for someone. The lasso is gonna be on Whitebeard, but SNA with the counter initiation. And the sheep as well. Be able to blow him up before I can do anything, but now the rest of the comes in. So Assumption goes out, finishes off. Whitebeard. Jigglebilly is just so strong with the Satanic. No one can bring him down, even if he's sheep. He's now taking a lot of... and the Age is actually inspired, so KBH looking for his chance, but all the support is dying. And eHug still standing strong. I'm a Sheep Sucks now, eating the bugs and a couple of right clicks, but we are not able to finish him off. Pandago dies to the Dagon combined with the rocket, but it's not gonna be enough. Jigglebilly just going to town, showing off the strength of a late game Luna. Sitting at 7,300 gold at the very end of it. eHug takes game number 1 of this 2-game series, and if they win this, they're pretty much ensure their place in the finals. They're currently sitting at 9-5. If they win this entire series, they will be at 11-5. And the Wild Witch Doctor is their nearest competitor, sitting at 6-6. So they still have a couple of games left to be played. But if eHug wins this, they are on a good, on a good path to go straight into the finals after this first season ends. So, or after the group stage of this first season ends. But we'll see how that turns out, and we'll see whether the Wild Witch Doctors can maybe pull out something different that they can use to try and bring down eHug in game number 2. So, I'm gonna take a short break, but I'll be right back, so stick with us.